Okay, so here we go for the last part of our division and also for our operations of algebraic expressions and also our um our last part and somehow the most complicated one, but let me guide you through. So this is the division of algebraic expressions that is polynomial by polynomial. Okay, so we have a polynomial in the numerator, we also have a polynomial in the denominator. So what are we going to do? So there's a lot of ways to do that, but maybe I can just teach you how to do this in the traditional way. That is also called the long method. So that's the most basic way to answer this, but at least it will give you the 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 the, the concept of how to divide algebraic expressions. So what can we do this? Remember the old way of dividing in your arithmetic? Okay, in your arithmetic, let me fix the screen first. Okay, in your arithmetic, we need this division sign there. Hope you can, not really that. Okay, that will be a radical sign if I do that. So this is it. We're going to copy the denominator here. That's going to be x squared minus 2x plus 3. And then copy the numerator to be inside this division symbol. I forgot its proper name, sorry. 3x to the fourth plus 2x cubed, sorry, 2x cubed minus 5x squared minus 7x, sorry, x plus 9. Okay, there you go. Now, what are we going to do? And I want you to listen in each of the steps that I will be teaching you from here on. Now, what are we going to do? Divide only the first term, okay, from this first term also. Okay, again, divide this by this. Divide this by this. Okay, so in our heads, we are imagining 3x to the fourth divided by x squared. Sorry, x squared. So what is the answer? So simply 3 divided by 1, there's a 1 here. That's going to become 3. And then copy the x. By our laws of exponent, 4 minus 2 is 2. So this is our first term. That will be written over here. 3x squared. Now, what will be the next step? Please be with me here. Don't skip anything. What are we going to do? I'm going to use green. I will be distributing this term, our quotient, our partial quotient, shall we call this, to each of the terms here. And make it aligned under here. Okay, under here. So, excuse me, if we're going to do that, that'll become 3x squared times x squared is going to become 3x to the fourth by multiplication of algebraic expressions, if you can remember well. 3 times 1 is 3, x squared times x squared, add the signs, it's going to become to the power 4. 3x squared times 2x. So they don't have the same signs, it's going to become negative. 3 times 2 is going to become 6, and x squared times x, remember it has a 1 here, so copy the x, add the exponents. 2 plus 1 is 3. And then 3x squared times 3, they have the same signs. This is also positive, so this becomes positive 9x squared. And then we subtract. Okay, just like in arithmetic, we subtract. So maybe I'm going to use another colored pen here. Let's use it red. So by subtraction, I mean by keep flip change. Okay, so what are we going to do? 3x to the fourth minus 3x to the fourth. Okay, so pretty much this will become 0. This will be cancelled up. Okay, 2x cubed minus negative 3x cubed. Again, 2x cubed minus negative x cubed. What are we going to do? Keep flip change. Flip this into addition and then change its sign into addition. So what are we doing here? We are actually adding them up. Okay, we're actually adding them up. Let me write it here. Okay, so 2x cubed minus negative 6x cubed. So this is what is happening. So we have, by virtue of double negatives, or if we're going to put negative 1 times negative 6, this is going to become 2x cubed plus 6x cubed. That's why our answer here will become, I will make use of the blue one. So 2x cubed plus 6x cubed pretty much is 8x cubed. Okay, it's 8x cubed. Okay, and then with the same virtue here, negative 5x squared minus 9x squared. So let's make use of another scratch thing here. So negative 5x squared minus positive 9x squared. So what we're going to do, this is going to become 5x squared negative 5x squared minus 9x squared. So they have the same signs. So it becomes negative 14x squared. So this becomes negative 14x squared. Let me change my ink to blue. Hopefully you're following, because you need to follow. Okay, x squared. And also, just like in our arithmetic, when we divide numbers, we need to bring down the next term here. So by bringing that down, we need to bring down the negative 7x. Negative 7x. Okay, and then next thing that we need to do is to, just like in the virtue of doing this, we need to divide 8x cubed by x squared. Again, divide 8x cubed by x squared. So in our heads, we'll be imagining 8x cubed over x squared. So what's the answer? So the answer here is going to become 8x 3 minus 1 is 2. So that will be our answer for the second term for our quotient. So it's positive, so this is going to become plus 8. Oh, sorry. Sorry, this should be x squared rather, because this is x squared. Sorry. So this should become 3 minus 2. Sorry, again, our denominator is x squared since this is x squared. My bad. So 8x cubed divided by x squared is gonna be 8. Let's do that again. This should be squared. So this is 8x raised to 1, or simply 8x. So the sign is positive. So let's write here plus 8x. Okay, and it's time to use the green pen now. By the green pen, we will also distribute this 8x to this x squared. Let me write it again. 8x to this x squared, this 8x to this negative 2x, this 8x to this positive 3. And if we do that, what we'll have is positive 8x times x squared is going to give us positive 8x cubed. I'm trying to make my my writing now smaller because we need to fit it. We'll try to fit it. So 8x times negative 2x. So 8 times 2 is going to give us 16. Since they don't have the same signs, it's going to become negative 16x. X times x, that's x squared. And then 8x times 3 is going to give us, since they're both positive, it's going to be plus 8 times 3 is 24. Copy the x here since this is a constant. Copy the x. Okay, and then by the same thing here, we need to bring it down, to bring this 9 down. So if we do that, oh, sorry, not yet. Okay, not yet, sorry, we need to minus it first. Sorry, so we need to minus it first, deduct it. Okay, let's make the space to be fit. And let's do the subtraction. So by the subtraction, we need to put a minus sign here and then a parenthesis over here. So 8x cubed minus 8x cubed is going to be cancelled. This is going to become 0. So we don't need to write that down. And let's make our pen blue again. Okay, minus 14x squared minus minus 16x squared. Wait a minute, let's make that clear. Um, minus 14x squared minus negative, I think that sounds better, 16x squared. Okay, so by the double negatives, or yeah, double negatives, it will become positive. So we have 14 x squared plus 16 x squared. So they don't have the same sign. So big number and small number, find them. This is the big number minus a small number, so it's gonna become 2. The sign of the bigger number is positive, so this becomes positive 2. Oh, sorry, it should be blue. Positive 2x squared. Okay, positive 2x squared. And then we're going to do this negative 7x minus positive 24. So let's do that in calculations. So negative 7x minus positive 24. 20, 24. I think it's okay not to write the parentheses anymore. 24x. So they're both negative. So what are we going to do? We're going to combine them and copy the sign, which is negative. 24 plus 7 is gonna give us 31x. 31x. Okay, then copy that here using the blue pen. So this is gonna become minus 31x. And then this is the time we will be bringing down the last term. Sorry for that previously. And if we're going to bring that down, we will be writing here the plus 9. Okay, and then we go back to our process. Hopefully you're still here. We need to go back to the process, divide 2x squared by x squared. So let's put that in our minds. Divide 2x squared by x squared. So we have 2x squared. Let me write that correctly. 2x squared divided by x squared. Okay, so 2 divided by 1, there's an imaginary 1 here. The answer is 2. X squared divided by x squared is cancelled. So therefore, this is our third term and the last term for our quotient. So this becomes plus 2. Okay, this becomes plus 2. Sorry, the plus sign is cleared out. Let me delete that later. Okay, by the green pen, let's make this again. Let's distribute the 2. Sorry, let's distribute the 2 to the x squared. Let's distribute the 2 to the minus 2x. Let's distribute the 2 to the 3. Okay, and let's do the math. Let's do the maths. So 2 times x squared is going to give us 2x squared. Okay, I'm trying to fit it right now. 2 times 2x is going to give us minus 4x. And 2 times 3 is practically 6. And that will be the time when we will divide. Or rather, when we will subtract. When we will subtract. Minus here. Okay, so 2x squared minus 2x squared is going to give us a 0. Okay, so negative 31x minus negative 4. So let me write it down so that it will be clear. Negative 31x minus negative 4. By the virtue of double negatives, this will become, negative 31 plus 4. They don't have the same sign, so let's play big number, small number. This is big number minus the small number. 31 minus 4 is 27, and copy the sign of the big number. So the answer is negative 27. Let me write it down. Negative 27. And of course, copy the variable x. Negative 27x. And then 9 minus 6 clearly is 3. Okay, so that ends it because we already have a constant in our quotient. So I think that ends this division. So we can end this division. So what now, sir? Since we have this, what is this? So this is our quotient. Let me delete all some green arrows to make it clear. Delete this, delete this, delete this, delete, delete, delete. Okay, so this, ladies and gentlemen, is our quotient. This is what we call our quotient. So 3x squared plus 8x plus 2 is our quotient, and whatever is left here is, okay, what is this? In your arithmetic, you also use this term. This is your remainder, okay, of the division. So this is your remainder. So how do we properly write our quotient with the remainder in algebraic expressions? So I think we will need another space for this. How can we write this? Um, Let me see. Okay, so I have no more spare slide. I think we can write it down here. Let's put that. So what are we going to do? We're going to copy this quotient that we have had in this example. Let's make the pen blue. 3x squared plus 8x plus 2. So we have 3x squared plus 8x plus 2. So this is our quotient. And we have a remainder. So we need to add that remainder. Okay, we need to add that remainder on the numerator in this part. Okay, so our remainder is, sorry, our remainder is negative 27x plus 3. Okay, negative 27x plus 3. So we're going to put here negative 27x plus 3. And then how about the denominator, sir? So the denominator is simply this, our old denominator. This one, or you can think of this one. Sorry, it's covered by the red ink, but this is going to be our denominator in our final answer. Okay, so this will become, what was that again? X squared minus 2x plus 3. Again, x squared minus 2x plus 3. So we have x squared minus 2x plus 3. Okay, and that is our final answer in the proper way of writing it, in the division of algebraic expressions of polynomial via polynomial. Okay, so that's pretty complex, sir. So this is the whole of our computation. I admit I have made a lot of mistakes in my words and the way I pretended to, or I tried to answer it. But of course, all of them are redone with a correct process and pattern. So you can just rewatch this video so that you can get the whole process again. Again, it's quite confusing at first, but try to watch it over and over again, and you will surely get the answer right. Okay, so I think this is the best time to end the video now. We have talked a lot about the division of algebraic expressions. First up with monomial by monomial, simply by by crossing out the proper terms that need to be crossed out. Polynomial by monomial, distributing this, and then using the laws we did here, distributing it one by one. And then this is the one which is quite challenging, but it can be done. Okay, it can be done with practice, which I believe. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. This is quite a long video, but I hope it helps. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and thank you very much. Okay, see you. Bye.